Legend of Total War here with part 39 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as Japan. Alright, so previously... Yeah, I think that's wrong. We've been fighting... Who are we fighting again? Oh, that's right, Soviets, of course. What else is new? I think the war is going really well. I mean, this war is just so long, but it's fun. I enjoy it, so I don't know if, like, I'm doing a good job or a bad job or anything like that, but when I see numbers like this, I think, you know what, I must be doing something right. I mean, clearly I'm not the best at the game. I started playing this campaign where I only had like 12, not even 12 hours experience in the game, and I'm learning as I'm going. So I'm fine with people calling me a noob if they want to call me a noob. It's kind of why I'm just pre-recording the whole fucking lot of it, because that way no one can sort of get me down and then affect the way I'm going to commentate. So anyway, I'm just thinking what to do. The Soviets were on a bit of an attack, but it's completely failed. We pulled back here a little while ago because the attack just wasn't going anywhere, and we hadn't gained anything valuable. The only thing that was valuable about our attack over here is how many of them we killed, and I thought, what if we just repeated that, because this area here is so not defensible, but this one is. Now they're just throwing their troops at us. So we've been getting so many kills. I mean, sure, a lot of our guys are dying as well, but that's okay. I don't think the Soviets can really justify throwing 10 of their soldiers to kill one of mine at this stage. Like, it's almost unreal how many soldiers they do have, though. But they're running out. I mean, there's 25,000 still there. That's not really much. They lose that pretty much every day. Of course, they can always increase their recruitment laws, so this could be half of what we have to really deal with. But the things to consider are, if they double their recruitment, it will increase their manpower, but how long will it take them to recruit like loads of troops? How long will it take them to make the equipment? We've got to keep pushing forward. We've got to get to their fucking tractor factories out here. Why is this still here? Oh, right, I see. So yeah, looking for areas. Oh, that's right. They pushed us back a little bit here. It wasn't too bad. The thing is, that wasn't a particularly defensible area. Now we've got the river to try and defend. Biggest problem out here is also supplies, which we're working on improving our infrastructure. So we can see here that previous bottleneck ports in Kyushu, but we've nearly doubled the overall infrastructure of our things. But the problem is, whenever you get to a new region, it only gets 25% of the previous infrastructure or something like that. But still, that's a lot more than what it used to be. So these ports at Kyushu, we've got to keep building them. Well, we've still got 4 more there. Let's just get another one in addition to it. How about here? And have it go simultaneously. Because I'm sure one of the big problems that the Soviets are running into right now are their inability to supply their millions of goddamn troops. Because the infrastructure in Russia is fucking horrible. But they don't have to get there by sea. See, I gotta send it by sea from Tokyo. We've almost finished all of our techs as well. We're in July 1946, so sort of past the period of time of World War II. And World War II is still underway. The Germans pushed back the French, but the UK, they've taken all of nationalist Spain. So yeah, I think if we have a look here, see they're on all adult serve. They're basically using up the last of their manpower to try and win this war. It seems to me like the United Kingdom have a lot more troops than the Germans. at this point. They've just outnumbered them. The Italians did a good job down here. All I can really hope is that the Germans just keep killing them as much as possible, because otherwise afterwards I'm gonna have to deal with them. But the thing is, I'm only on 5%. I'm hoping that I can get through this war here, maintaining just on 5%. I've absolutely stopped recruiting. No more divisions are being recruited at the moment, because I'm pretty careful not to lose any. So yeah, they're just throwing their troops away. Of course, we've got to reinforce the units. That's why we don't want to recruit anymore. I've got to make sure I've got reinforcements. So we're gaining a recruitment of 8,000 a month at the moment. 8,000 soldiers. So if they kill off 8,000 soldiers a month, it's maintaining the status quo. Of course, the more territory we can gain, even if it's garbage territory out here, we still manage to gain like 4 recruitable. Wait a sec. Yeah, no. See, 1 recruitable in there. What about in China? What is? So even taking non-core settlements, it does make a difference. Very small. You gotta have thousands of them to really make a difference. Yeah, having it on gentle occupation. Once we've won the war, it'll increase our recruitment in all of the Russian territories and their allies. Okay. So another thing, we need to press this attack over here. We want to engulf these guys, but we also need to control the river while we're doing it. So we're just waiting for these guys to show up. They're going to help us do it. Okay, they're finished there. I don't really need them on the front lines anywhere. Maybe, I don't know. I've got reserves back here because the supply here just isn't enough to cope with it. Oh, shit. It's alright. See, they're really badly damaged. You reckon you can take them on? Yeah, see, our supply penalty is really bad. And there's just too many of them there, so yeah, just pull back. As much as I need to control this river, there's just too many. I can't fit enough troops in here to make the attack. This area here is great. They'll never get over that. For one thing, they've got mountains, forts, and the river crossing. Like, if we look at their attack, it's just... ours is more than 100 times better than it. That's mountains. I would like to keep pushing in there, but mountains are very defensible. The thing is, the real strength of the British was their navy. I hope that navy has been destroyed. Because they don't have a humongous population. I think Japan has a much higher population. So our base population, what was it? 75 million. I think that's actually gone up considerably. 7.5 eligible core population being trained. So they're in total mobilization as well. We can do that as well. If we went to total mobilization, just... let me just see here. So we're in war economy. Give me more factories, less recruitable population. Yeah, I don't know. A part of me would actually really like to beat the Soviets before the Axis powers are overrun, so sort of that we can join forces with them. Maybe I can go hit the British Raj before these guys can actually interfere too much, because they're too busy fighting the Germans. Problem is though, like, I have not got a defense against a naval attack. But then again, I've got a huge navy that's just been sitting around doing nothing. Not particularly experienced, but yeah, hundreds of ships just sitting around. Forgot about them for the longest time. Doesn't matter. Just bring them back to the port here. Suppose we could patrol the Pacific quite well. I imagine the American Navy would be pretty destructive, because they've been in the war now for a few years, but I don't know how much damage they've done. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to boost party popularity in nations that haven't joined Axis, in the hope that they actually join Axis, to give them a bit of a boost, because I think they're losing. So even if, you know, Portugal and Turkey, because I don't need the political power there, if they could help them out, that'll exhaust their manpower, but, you know, also help exhaust the UK, and stop the UK from actually being able to incorporate them into the Allies. Of course, that'll take a long time to happen, but this whole thing is still going to go on for quite some time, I think. I mean, yeah, it's a shame that nationalist Spain's already out, pretty much. Okay, hang on, there's these guys here, they're fascists, who... So support as much fascism as possible, so that they can join Axis. Look at this. The German Reich want them. Okay. Brazilian war on Brazil. Oh, right, yeah. Integralist Brazil look like they're going to win, so let's support them. Okay, over here. Let me just send a few more reinforcements. It's a little bit lopsided there. So yeah, boost the Axis powers. I mean, it's better for me to conquer them as independent states, but we need the status quo to be maintained here, because we're not done with the Soviets. At some point I'm going to have to bloody make an attack. The thing is, all across this line here, it's just really strong. Their weak point is right here, and we've ensured that that is their weak point. Right through here. This is their weak point. If we can cut through here and kill, I don't know, half of these divisions here, then they'll have to redistribute their forces from other we can cross the line here. Do that. Cross the river. Could backfire, but we'll see. Can always fall back. How long are they taking to get here? Alright. Stop doing this, because this is really slow. Oh, shit. Do I have any other units, or is this it? No, this is it. This is all we got left. I'll have them strategically redeploy instead. So just tell them that the front line is right there. Go for it. It said they'll arrive at the destination in 12 days. Why does it take so long? It's supposed to be strategically redeploying. What's the infrastructure like here? 6. They should be able to move a lot faster. what we're going to do is start getting them ready. They'll become part of a plan. So we've got 10 divisions on that. They'll get that planning bonus if they do that. Okay, we've got a heap of load of guys here. Let's send these guys over to join with that group. I think, yeah, they've run out a lot of puff. They've sent so many troops over the border. They probably are really proud of themselves for regaining bloody Kazakhstan. Bloody worthless desert. Does it even have any people there? Not much. So yeah, the longer that waits, the more planning bonus they'll get. $1.3 million. 10 to 1 kill ratio, roughly. So our kill ratio has actually gone down quite a bit lately. We were at like 11 to 1 kill ratio for a while there. All of these guys here have been defeated. I don't really count them. I mean, they've still got a bit of land, but their government is in exile. Crossing this river here is just... Oh, did you actually beat them? Good. How long are you going to take to get there? 6 days. It just takes too long. So, they're getting 25% of previous infrastructure, which comes from here. Infrastructure here is at 66. How are they only getting 2.8 from previous infrastructure? The infrastructure here is... Oh, God damn it. Is it 2? No, it's 1. I don't know. Still working on it. Okay, so these guys here, they're being attacked from the weak point there. They're currently losing. It's a good thing I've got guys coming to help them. Hang on, that's why I built... Oh, the forts here have been damaged. They should have at least a fortify bonus, right? Or entrenchment, I mean. Yeah, they're very heavily entrenched. But these guys have a planning bonus to negate that. It's okay, they'll be fine. The thing is, we're weak here. That's why we want to build the forts. Got 8 forts there, got a few forts here. Maybe I'll build a couple here as well. Oh, I already have. We'll probably need to build forts all along here, actually, for the next one. But then again, if we build the forts and then give them up at some point, then taking it back is going to be a lot harder. Like, if we have to do this again, which I'm willing to do, if we manage to kill, like, an additional... 500,000 of them, or more importantly, just getting rid of their divisions, because then they have to, get all that equipment again. It's one thing to kill the men, but another thing entirely to, destroy their tanks and everything like that, because it takes a long time to build a tank. It costs a lot of resources. No, they're not going to succeed. Thing is, I really need to put more troops in this province, but I absolutely cannot. Local infrastructure 8.8. It's not. Whatever. There's no one here, but that's worthless territory. Like, we'll go over there and then they'll just push us right back. That looks pretty weak. Give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? They push us back. Who cares? So, if I'm not mistaken, these guys here have supply issues as well. Hopefully it's worse than us. They've got 20%, we're on... It's exactly the same. Got to fix our supply issue here. The thing is, the more regions we take, the more we can increase our supply, but you know, it looks like they're winning. How long is that going to take them? Less than a day. That can't be right. Our attack values are a lot less than theirs as well. I guess it just comes down to having more numbers, and also their division strength is beaten to shit. They put another guy there, but that's okay, we're beating him as well. So yeah, they just keep sacrificing more men. Yeah, that's it, you better get back in there. So if we look here, they have somewhere between 400 and 500 divisions. How did they recruit them so fast? Because we had them down by about 100 of that value at some point. Ah, crap. They've gone all adult serve. So now... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so... we're going to be up against like another 20 million of them or something. But here's the thing, though. When they're doing this... what am I looking for? This. All adult serve. It doesn't come without some severe penalties. Their factory output, construction speed, and training time, it's all going to be reduced. So although they've got more manpower, you know, they're going to really struggle with their factories. Okay, it's going to need something better than that. How long will they last? 3 days? How long will you take to get there? 2 days, okay, good. Attack him back. So yeah, they're not going to have a problem with manpower for a good long while now. But after this, the only thing they can do... Oh, that must mean that we were 75% of their strength for them to do that. The next thing they can do is get an extra 5%. All just scraping the barrel. That's when they get that. That's truly signifying that they've been beaten. I don't want more joining the Allies. I want more joining Axis. You gotta hold out a few more days. It's good they're winning here. Push them back a little bit. Because these guys will be having combined armed issues. Try and take this. And put less pressure on them. I mean, it would be better to encircle them, but if they get through here, that's not good. Need to hold out a little while longer. 13 hours, that's all you gotta hold out for. One more hour, and then reinforcements show up, but they're not going to win the battle just on their own. All it does is buy a bit more time. How much time? Another 2 days. How long is this going to last? 4 days. More of them are needed over here. The last 6 days, how long will it take you to get back there? 18 hours, and then you got to get back over here again. So have a look. At least our attack value is a lot higher than theirs, even with their stupid planning bonus. How are we going out here? Did we win? Nope, they repelled us. Oh wait, nope, we repelled them, but we didn't repel these. So you just stay there. Okay, even with low organization, just get going. 5 days. How long will it take you to get there? 4 days. Okay, well that's good. It won't take you very long, will it? And over here, this is not going to last much longer. They wore themselves out attacking. Still can't believe it. They've actually made it to all adult serve. It's going to give them just an insane amount of troops. It just means that they're totally desperate for soldiers at this point. It's almost as good as a victory at this stage for us. Because again, we haven't even done extensive. No, we're on extensive conscription. We haven't gone service by requirement. That'll give us a shitload of. That'll give us millions of additional soldiers. And if we've only lost, 1.3 million, then we can hold that for another 5 years on what we've got. Especially if we can manage to take some more land. But that being said, 5 years is like 30 episodes. But I'm having fun, so as long as the game continues to be fun, it's fine. Keeps me busy, keeps me on edge, which I like. Because the thing is with like the Total War games, you just get so lazy because you just auto resolve, it just doesn't matter anymore. But this is, you got to really take control over this. And the decisions you make are very important. So they're still attacking us here. Which is fine. Okay, good, we've taken this territory and they're winning now. Good job. Now, these guys here, they've been pushing really hard on us. Maybe we should try and take this region as well. So because they're in multiple combats, they're not doing a very good job. Man, they've got a lot of divisions here. They're heavily invested into this attack. Of course, climbing that damn thing there is not helpful. Plenty of backup here. I don't think it's the same supply area. And they're good. Yeah, come over here and help. Try and take this off them as well. Pretty worthless land, but yeah, just do it anyway. Okay, our guys are almost in position, but the supply is bad. Look at the plan. They're still preparing. Large river crossing. Oh, don't you fucking dare. They think this is where they need to attack. So even with all of these guys, it still is apparently not enough. Yeah, they've just got too many divisions. Let's just wait. What kind of attrition are we having here? Mountain attrition. Okay, that's cool. Okay, they're making an attack here, but it's not a very good one. Holy crap, look at our defense here. Because they're so heavily entrenched. They're not going to do shit to us. Okay, they're still making their way across. They're going to be rearming very soon. We have to kill off some of their divisions. They'll be recruiting more to send at us. And when they get lots of divisions, that's when they make their attacks, which is fine and everything. But when they're attacking, that's the only time we can be defeated. I mean, if they just sit there, eventually I'll pick a hole in them. Now, when we make this attack, it needs to be hard and fast. We need to cut through here and cut them off. No excuses. Okay, level 3 fort there, that's pretty good. Send another one over here, just so we don't need as many to defend that. Level 8 fort here. 2 guys should be more than enough. I feel like we should build a fort here as well. So what, are they attacking us? Yeah. See, I don't want to lose that factory output. I feel like I need it. And especially that construction speed, extra training time, just for a couple of extra million soldiers, which we wouldn't be able to supply out here anyway. We've got enough. Okay, we've got 15 selected. We need to put more into it, so they will get the bonus. So how many areas are up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I want to put 2 units in each one of those forts, so we'll need 16. Most of those will be from the infantry across here. Okay, just wait for the organization to get up to max before we do this. Then again, now's probably the best time to do this. Alright, let's do it. Now, did they get the planning bonus? Yeah, 41%. They weren't there for that long, so makes sense. Some of these guys are actually quite damaged. Okay, now they've got the planning bonus. Delete this. That's all I wanted. You'll need to come over here to defend it after they've gone. So they're trying to cross, but that's okay. So what are the issues here? Desert, attrition, bad supply. Just let them throw their soldiers away over here. We've got to capture these guys, get rid of all their damn tanks. Because like I said, if they don't have the factory output, we get rid of all their tanks. Their tanks are their hardest hitters. But they still out-resource us, even despite all of our acquisitions. We've got to get to these resources out here. So many of them. Just out of curiosity, let me just check something. So we're on limited exports. If we have a look at trade, look at the Soviet Union, what's their thing? Free trade. But that's the thing. They're so focused on exporting. That'll give them lots of civilian factories. Right. That's even if they're trading it. So, well, I don't know. No. Stay put. I just realized we're trying to envelop these guys. Let's not press the attack just yet. Stop. You stay put. You need to recover your organization. Okay, we've beaten them. We just need to beat these guys back so we can start progressing. We just roll up. We need to be as fast as we fucking can. Roll them up. But in the objective of supply, we're going to need these guys to push up as well. Obviously, just don't want too many of them to escape. Do I have an air force over here? I probably really need that. Where are we going to put them? Because I do not need it here. This is invincible. Put them here. Do we have any other air bases? Doesn't seem like it. That's in the Himalayas. That's not even ours. I'll need them to operate in Azerbaijan. Okay, like I said, 2 infantry to be left behind in each one of these. They got a little bit damaged with their organization, but they're probably in a weakened state as well, so hopefully they can just recover that. It's good. Sometimes the best time to attack them is when they're attacking. Still on your way. As long as you haven't been repelled. Anyway, it's not important up there. This is where it's important right now. Okay, you made it. Okay. Let me check. Leave behind this infantryman, and the rest of you attack. Okay, come on. Rip him to shit. He's got like no strength rating. Come on. Shouldn't take you very long at all. Bringing more over here, that's okay. Well, I guess stay in Afghanistan then. We getting air support now? Guess not. Just could have given us a little bit more of an edge, that's all. Alright, time for you guys to cross the river. Hopefully they retreat to here. Well, if they retreat to here, we'll cut them off, because we'll get there before they do. At least I hope so. Well, that planning bonus didn't last long, but... oh, well, got a little bit of it. Can't just wait around forever, though, to get those bonuses. We've got to make the attack now before they bloody construct more divisions than we can handle again. I mean, if you think about it, if they've got another 10 million soldiers, that is another 1,000 divisions they could potentially hire. They'll do better on their own. Have these come in as reserve. Don't actually want them to come over, I just want this to go a little bit better, that's all. Just got to keep checking to make sure nothing bad's happening over there. So what's this operation going to be called? Operation Trick to Your Cunt. Okay, stay there. It's no good if they're constantly being attacked. We need to move fast across this river and secure it, and then of course get to the other side, just like we did last time while they're still here. And these guys, these infantry here, they'll hold these positions. Well, of course, the fast tanks and motorized and mechanized, they're moving a lot quicker. Won't take long before victory. Of course, these idiots here trying to cross the river. Oh shit. Get over there. How long are you gonna last? 3 days? How long is it gonna take you to get there? 3 days. Shit. If I strategically deploy them, redeploy, they won't have enough movement. Organization. So 5 days. Okay, good. You need to hold out for those 5 days then. In fact, they might just win on their own, but that's fine. This here, this needs to be built faster. So this is in Kabul. Which one is it though? Wait, no, it says +7, so whichever one's +7. So we're already working on it. It's being constructed right now. Okay, that's fine. You know, after the battle's over. Even a -15 penalty on them will make a big difference. So yeah, they're making pointless attack after pointless attack over here. And they've lost 14 million men so far. I think as long as we can keep the more than 10-to-1 kill ratio on them, we'll beat them in the end. Even if it takes us bloody 100 episodes. It's good. Germans have maintained control over Germany. It'd be good if they can go take out this area here, so that Spain can continue to help them. It must be like the Americans or something there helping them, because I don't think the UK would have that much strength. Take out Spain that quickly. I don't know if they're trying to get back across. I hope not. This is taking a lot longer than I would have liked. Oh, pause it quick. Alright, now. Leave behind these because they're tired. And the rest of you, attack. We can't let them get back across the river. But they don't have their best general on this. Maybe he died of old age, or... I don't think that actually happens in this. Man, just keep them in combat. So the attrition is because of bad supply. Can't be bad supply. Previous bottleneck, infrastructure in Kabul. So that's 6. So it'll be good once that fort's built. Have they still got more being built? No, but that's at 8. 1 soldier should be able to defend that. Well then, that's on hills and these are mountains, so... I guess we'll see. And the original plan, I remember, was to actually cut through here and meet out, like, across here. Which would have been great if that did happen, but... in hindsight, that was such a far-fetched plan. See, all their soldiers out here, very badly diminished. That's what we want to get them. Lacking equipment. Oh fuck, capital of Mongolia is all the way over here. We've pushed really hard into Soviet territory. Like, that's a lot of land. It's just a shit land. Come on, hurry up. I just wanted to roll right over them. That's the thing. Like when we did it the first time, we were waiting until they were so badly diminished. But now they're going to actually start recovering because of all their fighting them again. It's fine as long as you're winning. And the cavalry... oh wait, yeah, too busy fighting. Just always got to keep checking on the other areas. We don't want them breaking through. So yeah, we always knew that pushing through here was going to be easy, but it's just a matter of trying to maximize their casualties. I don't know if they're like trying to get a lot of units across the river. We can't let that happen. Because last time when we encircled them here, I didn't really kill that many. It's good our stats are way higher than theirs. Why is it so bad for them? See, we get the nighttime advantage. It'll also be good now that we're actually making better equipment. I mean, if we have a look at the upgrades required, yeah, we got 290,000 upgrades that need to be done. That will just take some time. Okay, I want these guys to be getting across here now. Just leave behind 2 of those. Get over here. I just hope this time when we make the attack we can actually get a little bit further than we did last time. But the thing is, when we go out here, there's just... we need to get to this point here. If we can get to there... It's a very narrow river. Let's just concentrate on this. We're thinking too far ahead of schedule. Okay. Press the attack up this way. Do they still have that planning bonus? They do, but it's wearing out on them. So they're not making as many attacks anymore. They still make the attacks over here. It's just utter suicide. I don't care if they get 100 million soldiers. They'll never get through there. So we've lost about another 60,000 from our manpower pool since I last checked. Which, you know, it's going down very slowly. Which still is something I could do to, like, increase population growth in Japan. But then again, if I could do it, then Russia could do it too, and that would be even worse. Hurry up. We can't attack while we're under attack. It's good, they're getting ripped to shreds. How many of them are there? Holy crap, 10 divisions over here. Still, if they've sent this many over here to, oh god, they're thinning themselves out over here. Damn it. I've got more guys coming in over here, so I'm not too concerned about that. If we take that right now, then all of these guys here are trapped. There's only a few of them, but still, some early victory. I've said lots of small victories are sometimes better than a harder to get big victory. War is going 9% in favour of the aggression. Good, it only took us 6 years to do this. It's the 100 Years' War between Japan and Russia. What's this? Oh man. United Kingdom. Denmark. I think that Berlin will fall. So, man, they're really pushing quite hard. I don't want them. I don't want the Allies to win. So nationalist Spain's making a bit of a comeback as well. Italy, yeah, hard to say. Good, one of the fort levels has been built there. Just try and help them up. Increase the combat width. You can see all their forces are so badly exhausted. And mine are fine. I think there's some Soviet aircrafts out here. Oh no, no, these are mine. Wonder who's got more planes, them or us? Probably us. Rarely see any of their planes. I hope what's going to happen here is that the Germans will cut them off and squish them. Oh crap! Don't tell me. The Germans have lost control of Denmark completely. I'm going to boost Party for Fascism. I was hoping really that the Americans would have been kicked out of the Allies for being fascist. They'll never get across here. Speed up a little bit. It's the only place where things matter right now. Good. Move. Oh shit. So tell them to move quickly. They've lost a lot of their organisation, but I'm sure the enemy are not in great shape either. So what? There are guys here just not under attack. It's just them. Huh. How's that happening? Looks like it's undefended. If we get over here, we've got them encircled. Just need to move really fast. I don't know how that's going on like this. I'm not complaining, I'm just... that's good. This is going to win us the war. Well, we've won the war, there's no doubt about that. It's just a matter of this will help it get this there quicker. Because like I've said, even if they suddenly appear up with way too many soldiers, we'll just increase our recruitment laws. I've got more room to move than them. They can only get themselves an additional 5%. After that, that's it. No more for them. After they've scraped the bottom of the barrel, 25% of their population, their entire population used in the military, then what more can we do? Plus, I'll just fucking nuke them, because I'm getting sick of this shit. With them, with their endless goddamn numbers. You can see why the Americans wanted to do a cold war, not a hot war with them. They're like, well, do we really want to go and kill a people that are willing to send in 200 million of their soldiers, of their population in soldiers? That's why you don't want to fight China today. There's too many of them. Just keep moving. Keep moving and stop them from being able to cut us off. Oh, we're in an hour, so we'll end the video here. Okay, so I think the situation's looking really high in potential over here, because there's still a lot of divisions out this way that we can kill. And whilst this isn't going to win us the war straight away, it's a step in the right direction. So guys, like and subscribe. Part 40 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.